Hey everybody, I'm here to talk about Star Wars because at this point, since the movie's coming out this Saturday, there are some things I need to say. I need to get this out because I'm a huge fan and people need to know this. And a lot of my friends and family, they do ask me, they're like, hey, what's your opinion about the movie? And I need to give an answer because I have been a fan since I was 12 and my parents took me to see episode 1 when it came out in 99. And oddly enough, I actually did not see the original trilogy first. I kind of just went in not having any backstory. It's kind of sad, I know. But I went in there and I saw episode 1 and it was good. I was entertained, you know, I was 12. And then I read the movie book that was at school, and in the movie book, at the end of it, there was a chapter of a Jedi Apprentice series. And really, that's what grabbed my attention. That's what made me go, oh, Star Wars is really, really fun, because Obi-Wan Kenobi was really cool, Qui-Gon was really cool, and all the characters were really fun. So I was reading the Jedi Apprentice series, and right around the same time I was reading Animorphs, believe it or not, so I was kind of reading both of those. And then at one point I was like, I think it was like, I was really in the middle of 7th grade, and I'm like, I probably should watch the original trilogy, just figure out who this Skywalker guy really is. So I watched the original trilogy, kind of, maybe I guess in order, depending on your way of looking at it. And yeah, the original trilogy was really, really fun. And then I started to read the books that came after that. So that was my whole, like, more than half my life, which is really kind of fun to say. I've been reading the Star Wars books. They've been really a big part of my life, and I love them dearly. So when Disney came out, you know, like a year and a half ago or whatever, before they even started making the movie, they said that, well, when they were going to make it, that all the extended universe just no longer exists anymore. So they're going to have the movies, and they're going to have the Clone Wars, and that's it. And at the time, I was like, you know, it did kind of hurt a little bit, but I think I suppressed it. I really was just, I didn't really feel it. I was just like, oh, so my favorite characters don't exist, and what, I don't know, I really didn't let it sink in. And with the movie coming out this Saturday, like, it has sunk in. It's official now. But this past year, though, a lot of people have been like, so what do you think about it? Are you excited? And in July, I remember one of my friends visited, and I was like, you know, anytime someone would ask me, what's my opinion, my heart would do like a little weird stutter. It would hurt, like a little squeeze. And I would just be like, oh, well, my first reaction is I'm kind of sad because everything that I know and love is not going to be in it, but optimistic, maybe it'll be great. And that's kind of been my mentality. And my other way of like looking at it too is that I have not done any research. I have no idea what's going to happen in this movie. I don't want to know. I don't want to know people's guesses or hypotheses. I just want to go in there and not know anything. I thought that would solve my problem of me being sad, and it hasn't solved the problem, actually, because in the last couple of weeks, last week, really, when it comes down to it, that little, like, my heart, like, doing a little bit of a flutter and a little bit of a squeeze, it's bigger now. It's more like I feel like I'm being suffocated a little bit, because the way that I became a Star Wars fan, when I say I'm a Star Wars fan, I actually don't really think all the movies. That is not what I think of first. And I think with all the book lovers out there, like, you probably could back me up on this one, because a lot of the books are really, really good. Anything by Timothy Zahn, Aaron Alston, and Michael A. Stackpole. Those, just read them. Find them, read a book. It's just fantastic. And at the same time, though, those books now no longer apply. And I feel more hurt now. I don't really like it. Everything that I know and love in Star Wars, pretty much what makes me a Star Wars fan is the extended universe. And that is what I've come to realize, is that all the characters, plots, stories, everything that I love that makes Star Wars for me, it didn't happen. It's no longer there. So it's interesting. So I see people on YouTube, I see people in person, they're really excited about this movie, and they're like, oh my god, Star Wars, yeah! And I can't get with them. Like, I'm not on that bandwagon. I'm actually just sad, and it's weird. I should be excited because it's a Star Wars movie and all the merchandise is coming out, and the merch is kind of fun, but when it comes down to it, what makes Star Wars for me is not going to be represented. It's just, yeah, like the characters that I love. I mean, I'm sure there's going to be really like fun lightsaber battles, and there's going to be fun whatever, but it goes deeper than that, because I essentially grew up with these characters. I grew up with Han and Leia as kids, Jaina Jason and Anakin Solo. I remember when they were like, well, yeah, kids, and then they got older. Like, it's really weird to kind of like read these books in a timeline, grow up with them, and then all of a sudden it's just not going to happen. And that, I mean, it hurts. Mara Jade is my favorite character of all time, and Luke is gonna eventually marry her. Spoiler alert. Maybe not. It's not a spoiler anymore. That's the point. Like, it didn't happen, and that's really sad to me. But Mara Jade is my favorite character. She's wonderful, and the fact that he's never gonna meet her, like, that really hits me in the core, and it's sad. And yeah, so that's my 2 cents to pretty much try to wrap it up. But I love Star Wars, and when I say that, I really mean I love the Star Wars extended universe. And now that no longer exists. I mean, it's over there, but when this movie comes out, with this movie come out, that's like the ending. That's the confirmation of all the people that I know and love in books are just they're gone. And that is very sad. I'm very, very sad about it. And a lot of my friends are like, "Oh, so you're gonna see this movie at like Thursday, at they got rid of the midnight showings, I think, but like Thursday or Friday." And it's like, no, I don't want to make a big thing about it. Andrew and I are gonna go see it on Saturday around 2, and I'm probably gonna have to eat ice cream and cake afterwards. I don't know. I'm no longer optimistic, really. Like, I mean, I'm sure it will be a fun adventure. It's gonna hurt my heart a little bit because of all the characters that I love. They're not gonna be there, and that to me makes Star Wars. I think that's like the big difference with the people who grew up with just the movies. And anytime I met a Star Wars fan, I'd be like, "Oh, you're a Star Wars fan, huh? Like, what book have you read, or comic book, or video game even?" And most of the time they're like, "No, I really didn't." I mean, my close friends were all good, but like, random people, "Oh, no, the movies are great." And it's like, it goes so much deeper than the movies though, and that's why I'm a Star Wars fan. And so it's weird. It's like, am I still a Star Wars fan when that stuff is no longer, it didn't happen? Of course I am, but like, that's what I need to like realize, and that's what I feel anyway, that it just changes the game. It changes everything, and it sucks. That's my thing. It sucks. I'm actually not that excited to see it, which is like, I'm more of like dreading it because it's just gonna remove the stuff that I do love, and it's sad. I know I keep repeating myself, but that's what it's like. So I probably won't make a video though of my reaction afterwards. We'll see what happens. I have no idea because I'm just mostly just filled with sadness. I really want the character, like, it didn't even have to go the same way plot wise, but just to have some characters in there would be really nice, but it's not gonna happen. So yeah, that's my 2 cents. So there you are, everybody. I kind of threw it out there that I'm not excited and that I'm sad. Rightfully so, I think. Okay, bye.